Hello there and welcome to another Coffee with Colin, and thanks very much for tuning in. The objective behind the series of Coffees with Colin is whereby I take snippets of my business and life journey, most of which has been chronicled in my book Feeding Johnny, and then share those snippets out there over a cup of coffee for about 5 minutes or so on a weekly basis, in the hopes that by me sharing my story out there, it'll afford you a shortcut where back in the day I had none. And today I want to tell you why I love Peter Stringer. I love Peter Stringer. There, I've said it. Peter Stringer is a hero of mine, and I want to explain to you why I can say I love Peter Stringer and how that came about. And what happened was, in 1998, I convinced my wife Aideen that it was a great idea to leave Dublin and move with our 2 kids then, 3 kids now, to Limerick. And we moved down the N7. We took on a Beauty's Cafe franchise in Limerick City in 1998, which ultimately failed within the first 5 years. By the time 2003 came around, the cafe was failing. We finally got out of it in 2005. In the interim, while we had the cafe, we caught red fever. And red fever, for those of you that don't know, is a passionate embrace of everything that is Munster rugby, and it permeates everything and everybody in Limerick City. Aideen caught red fever first, it has to be said. She wondered why every time there was a Munster rugby game on that our cafe business in Limerick City would die for the day, and she decided to watch a game to check out what was all the hoo-ha about. And she watched one game and that was it, game over. She was absolutely hooked, hook, line and sinker. I don't think she's missed a game since. It took me a while to catch red fever, but once I did, I realised that there were 3 elements that really caught my eye. Number 1 was the absolute passion with which people of Limerick live and breathe and eat and sleep Munster rugby. All things rugby and all things Munster rugby in particular. The second thing that struck me was the absolute pride with which they wear the red, and their pride in the men who slug it out week after week on the rugby field. And the third thing was Peter Stringer. And why do I love Peter Stringer, and why has Peter Stringer become a hero of mine? Well, let me tell you. So let me explain to you who Peter Stringer is for those of you that don't know. Well, Peter Stringer is a rugby player, and he plays at scrum half, and he togged out for Munster rugby 230 times in his career between 1998 and 2013 before he moved to Bath in the UK and then on to Sale Sharks. In that same period, he was capped 98 times for his country. He played for Ireland 98 times. His almost symbiotic relationship on the field with another rugby legend, Ronan O'Gara, is stuff of rugby lore. String's famous tap tackle has levelled many's a giant as that same giant trundled towards the line thinking he was in the clear. So why do I love Peter Stringer? Why is Peter Stringer my hero? Well, because Peter Stringer is too small to play rugby. Simple as that. Peter Stringer is too small to play rugby. He's 5'7". I'm 5'9". He's 11.5 stone. I'm 13.5 stone. I'm too small to play rugby. What right has he got to play rugby at club level, at regional level, and at international level? Every right. That's what right he has. They told him, Peter, you're too small. Forget about it. Go home. It'll never happen. And Peter Stringer said, I don't care. I don't care. It's my life. You're not going to tell me how I'm going to live my life. And that, my friends, is why Peter Stringer is my hero. I love Peter Stringer because he's too small to play rugby. They told him no. He said, forget about it. My life, I'm going to do it. So here's the question I want to ask you today. What is the committee of they telling you you can't do? What are they telling you you're too small for? You're too big for? You're too rich for? You're too poor for? You're not intelligent enough for, you're from the wrong side of the tracks for. With your background, you'll never. Who do you think you are too? What is it that the committee of they is telling you you can't do, you're not worthy of? Doesn't matter what they're telling you. Be like Peter Stringer. Please, 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 please think of Peter Stringer. Think of my hero, Peter Stringer. When they tell you you can't, you simply show them you can. Prove them wrong by your actions. So, be a Peter Stringer. What is it that you're going to do from today? What is it that you want to do? Please don't let them tell you that you can't do it. They've got no right to tell you that you can't do it. Only you have the right to tell yourself whether you can or can't do something. That's it. Simple as. You're in charge. It's your life, one round of the clock, no dress rehearsal. This is it. Game on. And the question is, what are you going to do with it? Peter Stringer, my hero. I love Peter Stringer because Peter Stringer is too small to play rugby, and he said, I don't care. It's my life. This is what I want to do. And he went and he proved the naysayers wrong. Didn't bitch about it. He went out and he proved the naysayers wrong with his actions. And that's what you and I need to do. With our actions, we got to get out there and prove the naysayers wrong. And thank you for joining me for this week's Coffee with Colm. I hope and I trust that you got something from it. If you've enjoyed it and you'd like some more of this type of stuff, well then pop to the homepage, ColmO'BrienMotivation.com, leave me your details. We'll send you a link like this on a weekly basis. If you think somebody else would benefit from this particular Coffee with Colm, pass the link on. I'd be delighted if you do that. If it's been of benefit to you and you want to leave me a comment, please go to the bottom of the blog and do so. Please, most importantly, consider what's been shared here today and apply it into your thinking for this next week. And then join me next week. Come back for another Coffee with Colm next week. We share another coffee together. We share another snippet from the book, another bit of a life lesson that I've learned along the way in the hopes that it'll save you time in the long run. Meantime, get some good R&R, get some rest, get organised for the week ahead, get some good coffee if you can, and come back next week fighting. Take care. I love Peter Stringer and I love great coffee. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.